Hi investors, Marco here. In this video I will reveal how Xpeng will try to compete with Tesla in 2021 and beyond, and also analyze where Xpeng is right now. So let's get to it. Now first of all, I wanted to give you an overview of Xpeng. So overall, Xpeng is a company that is not profitable. I wanted to show you how not profitable is as of now, and the best way is to show you how much money they lost last quarter. And so this is what we are looking at now. Non-GAAP net loss. So that's after basically all the costs and the revenues and etc. That's how much money they lost and how much cash they burned through in 3 months. And this is what we're talking about. $106 million in 3 months. And that was the first quarter of 2021. And so you might be thinking, this company is not profitable. Well, later I'm gonna show you that this company could be worth your money. Because on this channel, I talk about crypto and stocks, and Xpeng is one of my favorite stocks. I own it, I've bought it myself, and I make video updates as soon as news on Xpeng comes out, so that you're always up to date. But let's move on to the reasons why Xpeng could be actually good in terms of balance sheet. So the reason why Xpeng is actually moving in a very good direction, like it's improving over time, is because the total revenues are actually growing quite a lot. So for example, the revenue in the first quarter of 2021, and we are talking about the beauty of $450 million, that was an increase of 616%. Yes, 616% from how much they made in the same period last year in 2020. And also that is an increase of 3.5% from how much they made in the last quarter of 2020. And this increased revenue have also come with very positive effect on the gross margin. So in the last quarter it was 11.2%, and that was again first quarter of 2021 compared to the negative 4.8% of the same period in 2020, versus again last quarter of 2020 it was only 7.4%. So we see an incredible increase of gross margin. And so this calls for a question, guys. They are heading in the right direction, but there are many things that can go wrong along the way. Probably they are few years away from becoming profitable. And so the question becomes how much cash they have to get through until profitability. Well, let's have a look at it right now. Well, cash and cash equivalents, that's where it becomes very, very good. So as of March the 31st, 2021, they had, hold on because you're gonna fall off the chair, $5.5 billion. Yes, billion dollars. That is $5,525 million. That's an awful lot of cash. And in the last quarter, they only burned through $100 million. So at this time, they have 5 billion, meaning they have so much cash. And to be honest, it does sound like they have an awful lot of cash, but anything can happen at this stage. Even if the company has got a lot of cash, it doesn't mean that it's totally risk-free, but there is more that we have to look at. And at this point, I want to address the elephant in the room. Yes, because if you've been looking at the news, you know that President Biden has signed a law to have a bunch of Chinese stocks to be delisted from the American exchanges. And that's what I'm gonna address right now. And this is an article about it, what China stock ban may mean for you. Now, this is the full list of Chinese companies that are being placed off limit to US investors. Now, this is what we are looking at, and these are the companies that in reality you cannot purchase as of now because it started on January the 11th. And so this is the full list, and Xpeng is not here. Now, the law was approved in November last year, and to be honest, they have 3 years to comply with this law. Basically, they have to comply with the request of the SEC, and these 3 years expire in 2023. So there are still a few years to go before we actually see anything happen from that point of view, and then at that point we might see obviously some issues going forward. So 2023, just write it down, that's the year. But for the moment there are no news about it, and I'm gonna make video daily updates when more news about Xpeng, NIO and Tesla come out, because that's what this channel is about. So let's move on to the second elephant in the room, because there are so many things, so many challenges that Xpeng is facing right now. Again, that's another thing that I have to talk about. China Tesla rival NIO sees deliveries fall in May as chip shortage bites. Now, yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you about, the chip shortage. And what's really good about this article is that actually the Chinese rival Xpeng, and rival because they're talking about Tesla in this article. So Xpeng said it delivered 5,686 cars in May, a 483% increase year on year and a 10% increase from the previous month. And all of that goes to say that the chip shortage is obviously affecting the entire automotive industry, but at least we know that Xpeng is dealing with it very well, which is not what is happening to NIO, but at least in this video we're talking about Xpeng, we are focusing on it, and so we say that Xpeng is dealing with this shortage very well. I know that things may develop because this shortage is gonna last quite a lot, and that's why we need to actually have a look at the news every time it comes out, and that is also coupled with inflation. So there are so many problems stacking on top of each other, and it's very important for us to have a look at it and make sure that we stay on top of the news. And from a delivery point of view, Xpeng has actually achieved quite a lot in 2020. Year to date deliveries reached 24,173, which is a 427% increase year over year. And not only that, guys, this is very important, the number of P7S, and that's the model that is basically the main model of Xpeng, delivered in May, reached a record high of 3,797, demonstrating the strong customer appeal of Xpeng's market-leading smart features. And so all in all, Xpeng is actually moving forward very well. But as I promised you at the beginning of the video, Xpeng has also got a hidden plan that is trying to put in place to compete with Tesla, the leader in the market, even in China. And this is the master plan that Xpeng is about to deploy. Reservation open for Xpeng's P5, first mass-produced EV with LiDAR. So that's basically the cornerstone of their strategy, the launch of this new sedan that you see on the screen right now. And it's very, very interesting. What I'm about to show you about this model is gonna absolutely blow your mind, and it's gonna make you say, thank Marco for making this video. Also, if you don't mind giving it a like, because it's gonna really blow your mind. So I'm now scroll down and show you the bit that many people have missed, and I'm gonna really make the difference for you. So the Xpeng P5 will cost less, at least 10% less than the Model 3 of Tesla. It won't have the long range or performance of a Model 3, but it will probably be a better family car with more advanced driver assist features in Chinese city driving environments. And so this is the master plan that Xpeng is trying to put in place. Join the investing family both here on YouTube and also on my Discord channel, which is free. Yes, I said free. Over 700 people are already there to talk about investing, and the link is in the description below. And now, how about picking one of the videos that you see on the screen right now? Thank you for watching.